guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Jay here, and in this video we're gonna do a nice little chit chat while I do my makeup. Guys, I'm actually practicing. My birthday is coming up and I want to do a specific look, so I'm practicing. Okay, I am not a makeup artist. I'm not very good at doing makeup either, but you know, practice makes better and better, and eventually they'll be perfect. So before we get started, I just want to say thank you guys for the love and support so far. I see we have a couple new family member join the team. Welcome guys. This is Forever 7J. My name is Janine and I go by J. And it's a family channel, consists of myself, my husband, and my two beautiful children, and we do mostly family lifestyle content. Yeah, for those who don't know, I recently had a baby 5 months ago. Today's officially 5 months, so I'm 5 months postpartum. I'm about to take my baby girl's photos today too. I'm trying to do the monthly documentation, so I have a cute little idea for her 5-month shoot. And yeah guys, I just want to talk a little bit about my postpartum journey so far, and I also want to touch on a little bit on pregnancy. I'll give you guys some recommendations. You know, I've done this twice, so I'm nowhere near a professional. Big up to the mom that has 5 kids plus, you know, even 3, like, cause 2 is whipping my butt right now. But yeah guys, so yeah, postpartum, so far my experience has been good. I'm very thankful and grateful for that. Well, before we get into the postpartum tips or recommendations, or how I'm doing postpartum wise, I wanted to talk a little bit of pre-pregnancy. Guys, I have to say this is probably one of the most important things I'm going to say right now. Choosing your partner is very important. It is imperative that you choose a good partner, okay? Don't trick yourself into thinking that you can do this alone. Yes, you can, but it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very hard. And a lot of people who are doing motherhood or fatherhood on their own, not everyone is transparent on how hard it will be. So yes, choose your partner, look and observe them, see how they treat their family members, their friends, co-workers. Just see how they treat other human beings. And you know, I got lucky. I got a wonderful partner. Big up Chev. So yeah, and yeah, of course, we've been together for a long time now. I know him pretty well. He know me pretty well, and I've observed over the years. I see how much he loves and cares for his family, especially like his mom, his younger sisters, his cousins, friends from childhood days. I see how he has like good relationship and he maintains them, and he, you know, he has a very good reputation. And yeah, him loving family, him loving people them, and him care for them, which in return he loves, care and cherish me, not to mention his kids. Okay, so yeah, choose a good partner. Choose a good partner. That's the first and most important tip I have to say. And so if you are pregnant right now or planning on becoming pregnant, I forgot that I'm doing the makeup part. I'm here yapping. If you're pregnant or planning on becoming pregnant, as I said, choose your partner wisely. If you are pregnant right now, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. And things that you can do to prepare for your newborn child. I would say don't sit and wait for others to gift you things. Don't wait for that one event, the baby shower or the gender reveal, to get stuff for your baby. I would say create a list, and of course you're gonna put the most important things on the top of that list, and then slowly you just buy the stuff that you need. I actually started doing this when I was about probably like early teens. I was like 13 or 12 weeks pregnant. I made a list, and I know the most important stuff, and I try to knock them off the list as I go. Although I knew I wasn't gonna have a baby shower, but I ensured that we get the stuff that we needed and not totally depend on others to give it to us. And of course, we have wonderful friends and family who did gift us big gifts, very important gifts, and for that we are very appreciative. So make your list of the most important stuff, and I will do a video of a newborn must have, things that you need and things that you can pass on, because there's a lot of stuff there on the market that are really unnecessary. So I'll show you what you really need, trust me, because I'm low-key a minimalist, so I'm gonna tell you the right things then. Okay, all right, I'm gonna start with my brows, and if you see me looking that way, I'm actually looking in the mirror. So my last pregnancy, that's with my daughter Jaylin, which she's 5 months old now. It was a very difficult pregnancy. I was struggling with high blood pressure. I also had gestational diabetes, and towards the end it got really rocky. I didn't mention this on my channel, like my birth experience, because it wasn't the best experience, and it still kind of made me a little emotional talking about it, so I will not go into full details. But while giving birth to my daughter, we did have a placental abruption. So pretty much the placenta detached, so I was bleeding, like hemorrhaging. I was so scared. I thought I was gonna lose my daughter, and I thought I was gonna lose my uterus, but thanks be to God, none of that happened, and for that I am so thankful. So yeah guys, I was hemorrhaging, had to rush into emergency surgery, did a C-section, baby was healthy, thank God. They took the placenta out, all the remains from the placenta, and bleeding stopped. Oh, another big thing too, after all that, the excitement died down, had my baby, transition from the delivery area to the mom baby area, because when you're pregnant you have labor and delivery section where you go, then you have the baby, and after you have the baby you go to another ward, which is the mom and baby section. I'm chilling, enjoying my baby, feeding her, trying to latch and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I feel a little wet. Why am I so wet? And my stepmom was there, and she was like, Janine, you're bleeding. I'm like, what the heck? So we called the nurse, and the nurse came, and she was like, I'm a nurse too, and I know that look. Like, she looked very worried, but she was really trying to stay calm. And because I didn't want to freak myself out, I didn't look. But trust me, within a minute, the room quickly turned from 2 people to like 10, 12 people, doctor, nurse practitioner, everybody. So apparently what happened in my surgery, they didn't stitch me up properly. I'm not sure the full details. I don't know what happened, but I was bleeding through my incision site. So, they had to like apply pressure and pretty much stitched me up right there in the bedroom. They did do some local anesthesia right there, so I wasn't feeling a lot of pain when they did that, and put on a very heavy pressure bandage. But yeah guys, sheet, gown, everything soaked. Pretty much my hemoglobin dropped to the point where I almost needed blood, but thank God I didn't need a blood transfusion, because before that I was like drinking up, a little beetroot juice every now and then. Those stuff help to like boost your iron level and red blood cell production and all that. But I had to get like an iron transfusion and all that good stuff. So that's just a little bit of my labor and delivery experience. I really won't go into details too much. As I said, it's a bit traumatizing. But I am happy that I am here, I am healthy, and I have a healthy baby girl. And throughout my entire time there in the hospital, I had Chev by my side, and Javon, he was with my parents, and my parents will come back and forth being there for us. And shortly after, Siobhan moms came, who was very, very helpful, very supportive, and she helped us through that little new stage, new baby time frame. So she was with us for like 3 months, and that really helped us a lot. So for that, we'll be entirely grateful. Alright, now we'll be going at the nitty gritty now. When you have a baby and you come back home, guys, Do not be selfish and think you can do everything by yourself. Accept help. Let somebody feed that baby. Let somebody put that baby to bed. Let somebody change that diaper. If you have help, utilize it because you need to rest. And rest, the more you rest, it correlates to your recovery. You need to recover because you've gone through a lot. Your body changed a lot over the last 5 months, and within this time frame, your body is working in the background to recover. Here's my son disrupting my video. Let's hope Jalen doesn't wake up. So yeah, as I was saying, accept the help. You know, you're gonna need it. You won't have it all the time. So while you can get the help, accept it, guys. Let others be there for you. I'm gonna go into some of the TMI stuff that happens. So one of the things that I experienced, and I think maybe every mom experienced that after, is that postpartum funk. Not like depression or sadness, like funkiness, like stinky. So it's like your hormones are out of whack. No matter how much shower you take, you're gonna be smelling musty. And I believe that has to be doing like having an eye odor so your baby can like recognize you. One of them natural type of instinct stuff there. Anyways, you're gonna be stinking. You're gonna be stinking. So what I did, I showered twice a day and I use like a antibacterial soap, you know, get them armpits, them creases, you know, down at them, your lady bits and all that. Wash it real good and like use nice sweet smelling lotion, and try not to do too much with the perfume because you know your baby's gonna be with you. But yeah, definitely antibacterial and at least shower twice a day. And on top of that, you have to be keeping up with like your peri care, so you can get one of those mom freed, I believe, peri bottles. Whenever you go to the bathroom, you rinse that area because you're still gonna be having some bleeding after giving birth. For me, my bleeding probably lasts like almost 2 weeks, and yeah, you'll be having cramping, bleeding, so pretty much you're going to be having an extended period. That's what it is. And you know that can get a little messy, so just make sure you keep on top of that. Feminine hygiene, you wash, change, you know, you have those little peri pads and stuff, change them often and try to keep fresh and clean as much as you can. Yeah, so back to that first and very important pointer that I give, saying that you should choose your partner wisely. That's very important because my husband was there for me. My husband was there for me every step of the way, and as I told you guys, I had lost a lot of blood, so I was very weak. So he did like all the juicing and gave me all the, you know, nice green juice, the vegetables and stuff like that to help build up my iron level and eventually build up my blood supply. So that was very important for it. And then guys, I had like preeclampsia, but for me it kind of happened after birth. I don't know if it's still considered preeclampsia or whatever, but I had like severely high blood pressure, like blood pressure where at one point I thought I was gonna like have a stroke or a seizure at some point. So I was like on a lot of medication, blood pressure medication that I was on. I was taking labetalol, I was taking hydralazine, and another one, enalapril, something like that. So like 3 different type of blood pressure medications. I was taking like pain medication because I was in a lot of pain. So even though I was home, I was very weak, very shaky because my blood pressure will go super high, and when I take those meds it drops down super low. So that was a very tough time for me too. But as I said, Siobhan was here with me and his mom was here also. So yeah, I really had the support that I needed, because I couldn't imagine trying to take care of myself, take care of my newborn, and also my toddler. Like, that would have been crazy. Probably we wouldn't make it, God no. So yeah, make sure you have people in your corner. I cannot say this enough. Choose your partner wisely, because the pregnancy and the experience that you will have, it really depends on the type of partner that you have. So with that said, big up Chev. Yeah, you good man. Really love and appreciate you, baby. Guys, look at my makeup palette. Can you tell I have kids? Javon got into this maybe a year ago. And Jalen is awake. So I don't know how this video is gonna go, but baby girl is up. So I think I'm probably just gonna do my makeup off camera, and then I'll come back and finish talking to you guys. Or maybe I'll bring her in her little chair right beside me, and hopefully she behaves. If she's behaving, I'll continue doing my makeup while we chit chat. Her loud mouth brother Jay fan wake her up. You hear me on this ice cream? That boy have zero chill, man. Zero chill. Alright, so Jalen inside here with me, my little closet slash beauty room. So, as I said, guys, we're really at practice, because your girl is not a makeup artist in any way, shape, or form. But this is how the brows are looking. I'm of this little brow setting something here, gel. So I'll comb up the brows. Your brother woke you up, mama? Another important thing that I experienced, and I would recommend you guys to really express your feelings and tell other people how you're feeling. And I think that really reduces the risk of you getting like the postpartum blues, and which eventually sometimes can develop into postpartum depression. As I say, a lot happened, a lot of mixtures of emotion. You went through a traumatic birth. For my in my situation, you had your bundle of joy. Now your body is going through a lot of changes. You don't look like how you looked before. Stuff are happening that you're not used to. You smell funky all the time. So it's like a mixture of emotions. For me too, I had my toddler who was also adjusting to being a big brother and having another baby, so we had to like split the attention. He doesn't get 100% of the attention. We have to split it both ways now. And you know, trying to be there for them. Your toddlers still feel love. And I could go on and on and on and on and on. But with that being said, like there's a lot of changes, and your emotions are probably like very volatile. I will say it's going all over the place, and that will make you sad sometimes. So I think it's good for you to like express your feelings, talk to your partner, let them know what's going on, and they will have encouraging words. And trust me, like talking to Chev, no matter how simple my problem might be, like you'll always have like a good response, or a good words of encouragement that will definitely make me feel better. So whoever you confide in, whether it be your partner, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your mother, your brother, your sister, anybody, just talk to them, express how you're feeling, and don't keep your emotions and your feelings bottled up, because when you do that, you'll tend to explode, or you'll be suffering in silence, and we don't want that. We want a happy mommy and a happy baby. Guys, at this point, I don't know what may I do with the makeup, you know. So blending brush. I want something very natural. Like a natural glam type thing. That's what I'm going for. Alright, so this is how my eyeliner is, eyeshadow is looking. I'm definitely butchering this job because it's so hard to like talk and do the makeup. So I'm using this foundation here. Drop and chip it up. And this one seemed to look light, so I'm gonna mix it with my NARS. Look too orange. Oops. Yeah, mama. Okay, my foundation is on. I already see where this is going, and I'm gonna have to get a makeup artist for my birthday because girl, I really know a shadow. Where this fucking. So I'm gonna have this Morphe filter effect concealer, and I'm gonna conceal. I'm gonna conceal under my eyes. Yes, mama. They know you are here. We all know. Yes. Yes. I need you to go back to your room, please. And stay there until I tell you to come back. Thank you. Mom, come on. I'll be right there when I'm done doing my makeup, okay? For some reason, my eyes are getting irritated. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I use these products all the time. So I usually use the concealer sponge, but I'm gonna use this brush, which is a flawless concealer brush, and try to like blend in my concealer. Okay guys, so yeah, where were we before the kids interrupted, before I was trying to do makeup and talk? Yeah, so on top of accepting help and expressing your emotions, definitely soak in the time that you have with you and your newborn. Of course, they don't stay, they're gonna stay a little young. They grow up really fast. Like, I can't believe my baby girl is 5 months right now. Like, it happened so quickly. So yeah, bond with your little one. If you choose to breastfeed, breastfeed and bond with your baby. Hug them, give them lots of hugs and kisses. And I recommend taking pictures because their features change very quickly. So you'll have those memories for a lifetime, and you can eventually share it with them when they're older. And as I said, a part of healing is resting. To make sure you eat good. You need proper nutrition to get all the essential nutrients and vitamins that you need, and also what your body needs to produce breast milk for your baby. Or even if you're not breastfeeding, your body still need essential nutrients such as like proteins, healthy fats, carbohydrates to heal overall. So yeah, focus on your resting, your nutrition. Don't try to jump back in the gym ASAP and stuff like that. Just take it easy. The gym a good today all the time. The gym will always be there. So yes, bond with your new baby or babies. If you have twin, your baby girl, your baby boy, bond with them. Enjoy the moment, because as I said, it doesn't last very long. And then my next tip, of course, you're a mom, you're a mother, and you're doing the mom thing. You had a baby, you did the mother thing, the wife thing, but also don't forget about yourself. Don't forget that you are still a girl and you did things that made you happy before. So try not to lose yourself in motherhood also. So for me, I really wasn't into the makeup and the fashion and the beauty and all that very deeply. I'm into it, but not like fully um deep dive in like fashion and stuff. I like to put a good outfit together. I would like to learn to do my makeup that is acceptable for me, stuff like that. But I'm not like a fashionista, let me put it that way. But still, I like being pretty. I like doing like basic maintenance stuff. So I like to get my nails done, I like to make sure my hair is done, stuff like that. So just keep up with your hygiene, your maintenance. If you're a girl who did your lashes, continue to do your lashes, stuff like that. I used to do my lashes, but I lost them all through the lash extension, so I'm really trying not to do that anymore. So I've been just using a nice mascara. As much as I'm not really too fussy, I'm not very fussy. I do a nice mascara, and I had bought these lashes. Two sets already ruined them because I really don't know how to put on lashes, but I'm gonna keep practicing. I have 3 more here, and then I have these other ones. I think I gotten these off of the TikTok shop. They're a little bit more, glamorous, so I'll leave those for when I actually learn to put these on. But yeah, don't lose yourself in motherhood. Like, continue to do the things that makes you who you are. You're not just a mom, you are also your individual self. So don't get lost in the trenches, the newborn trenches. Don't get in there. Get out of there. Don't stay in there. Okay? And guys, another thing, I know I'm here saying to rest, 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 but we all know that motherhood, you get the least amount of rest you'll ever get in your entire life. I guess during the first year when you had a baby, when you have a baby. So you're gonna be up with your baby at nighttime. The mom mostly, then the husband, because you have to be up breastfeeding. If you're not, if you're bottle feeding, then husband and wife should be up together. We all know that's not always the case. But baby's gonna be sick, they're gonna be fussy, things are gonna be happening, they're gonna be gassy, and those stuff will affect your sleep. But during the time that you can rest, just try to sneak it in. Okay, just sneak in the rest. Leave the housework and the chores for another time, because it's gonna always be there. But your baby, who is literally dependent on you for life, will not always be that little. So make sure you do everything that you can for yourself and for your little one. And I know for me, when I'm saying you have a baby brain, I think I had postpartum brain, or probably still have. As I said, the emotions and your hormones, it really plays a lot on your critical thinking and your judgment. So if you're doing like, I would say if you're doing any major transactions, say for example, you're purchasing a house, buying a new car, like just have someone there with you who is like, that you trust. Have someone there that you trust that is looking out for your best interest, because really your emotions and everything, it'll cloud your judgment. So always have that person in your corner that will be there looking out for you. Because trust me, sometimes I just be sleepy, I just be tired, I can't really think straight. So having others around for situations like that, it might not be any huge transaction, but just for simple stuff, have others around that'll help you, because your judgment might be clouded. You might not be able to think as critical as you usually do. So have them around you. So we've gone over choosing a good partner, rest, personal hygiene, don't get lost in the sauce, remember yourself, don't be fully caught up in motherhood, take care of you. And then also another thing, you know what's best for your baby, and you know what's best for you and your family. So I know there's a lot of tips there from other people, but I really recommend that you do what is best for you. So for example, a lot of people, I know they mean the best. I've seen it, doctors recommend it. Oh, babies, they have to sleep in their own bed, they can't be in the bed with you, stuff like that. It's not safe. Don't co-sleep with the baby because you might roll on the baby, stuff like that. And for me and my husband, we did co-sleep with our first Javon, and we also co-sleep with Jalen right now, but there's a safe way of doing it. So for us, we got like the little, like a little bed in a bed, like a little bed for her that we put in the middle of the bed between us. We used our own separate blankets. We don't use one blanket because you know that's a risk of like getting over her face. We don't want her to suffocate, stuff like that. And the pros for that is for night feed, I have easy access to her. I can pick her up, sit her up, feed her, burp her, put her back to sleep. I have my little catty beside me. I can change her diaper and just put her down and go back to sleep, versus getting up and out of bed every 2-3 hours, however how often they wake up in that newborn phase. And number two, like if they're like spitting up or choking or anything like that, I can hear what's going on, and I can, me or my husband, we can, you know, be there for a baby, save our baby life. Like you never know, they might choke and suffocate, so you want to be there, you want to be right next to them. So that's what worked for me and my husband. We did co-sleep. If you prefer to have your baby in a crib next to you or in a bassinet, we tried a bassinet with our firstborn and it didn't work. He hated it. So with our secondborn, we didn't even bother to try the bassinet, to be honest. We just bought the bed in the bed and put it in there because that's what's worked the first time, and that's eventually what's working right now the second time around. So at this point right now, our baby is 5 months old, and I feel like I'm just starting to like get back to my usual self. I am back to work now. Not by choice, but you know, adulthood, I have to. I'm back to work now. I'm getting in a little schedule, a little routine. I think I'm trying to get her on a nice little sleep schedule, stuff like that. I'm just doing my little research and experimenting, see what works, what doesn't work for me and my family. So right now, I told you we did co-sleep, but she's kind of outgrowing that little sleeper right now, so the space is kind of constricting her. So we recently started putting her in her crib, which is right next to her bed, in her room of course, because there's no way I'm gonna have a young baby sleep in a separate room from me. No ma'am, it's not happening. You're gonna be right by my side. Javon is 3 going to 4, and he just started sleeping in his own room probably like a year ago when he just turned 3. That's when he was evicted from our bedroom pretty much. So he sleeps in his own room, and we have the camera in there, so we check on him, make sure he's okay, and for the most part he's good. Some nights he might want us to sleep with him. We'll lay with him for an hour or so, and then we'll come back to bed. But yeah guys, time really catch up on me, but this is where we are at right now. I think oh, this is looking right now in the viewfinder, and then the mirror, it don't look too bad. I probably just need to blend some more. As the girlies always say, you have to blend. And whatever you do with a cream, you go over it with a powder. At what the girlie says on them TikTok and YouTube videos that I be watching. So right now I am going to set my concealer and also go over my contour area with a contour bra powder. So I'm using the Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil. This is what I use for my setting powder. So I'll put on my little setting powder and I'll let that sit for a little bit. Then I'm gonna have the powder contour. I'm using MAC. Miss Mary MAC. All dressed in black. Guys, this powder is so old. It doesn't even work. So guys, because of time restraint, I'm not gonna attempt to put on the lashes right now. I'm just gonna stick to what I do, a little bit of mascara, and that's it. So I'm gonna put on a little bit of blush, and I use a cream blush. This is Fenty Beauty cream blush, and this is in the color Cool Berry. And I'll put this here, but I'm gonna brush off. I'm gonna brush off the excess powder, yeah, so first. I'm almost done, boo-boo cake. Guys, I usually use the Morph continuous setting mist, and it is all done. So I have the matte finish setting spray from NYX Cosmetics. So I'm gonna spray this on, and then I'll put on my mascara, because I learned that when I'll spray this on and then put on my mascara, because I've had instances where I spray the setting spray with the wet mascara and blink, and then I have my eyelashes imprinted right here. So I'll do the setting first, and then I'll put on the mascara last, and then that'll be I didn't do my lips. Let's do our lips, guys. Let's do our lippy. So I'm gonna have this Revlon Color Stay lip liner. I know, Jalen, I'm almost done. something on my lips. So I'm gonna set myself now. I have my little fan. Alright, so that's dried in. So now I'm gonna put on my mascara, and then I'll be all done. Okay guys, so I am gonna go brush my hair and I'll come back and I'll show you guys the finished look, and then you let me know how I did. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay you guys, I am back and this is the finished product. You guys know I recently got a bob cup. Hey. Okay guys, so this is the end of the video. So let me know if you like that look. Is this birthday approved or no? Minus the lashes. I just did mascara, but I'll practice the lashes without the makeup. Yes, I know, mama. So yes, I'll practice the lashes without the makeup, but just be quiet now. 2 seconds. So yeah, this is the finished look. I think I did pretty good. Let's see how this look when I'm actually editing it, seeing the raw real image. So yes guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and as I said, new moms to be, if you're trying, if you're expecting, if you already had your baby, just make sure you take care of yourself, allow others to take care of you, rest while you can, soak in your new bundles, and most importantly, don't lose yourself in motherhood, and choose your partner wisely. Until the next time, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. Until the next time, bye.